West Coast, West Coast, West Coast. And when I say it, it might be as west as you could get. Seattle.
That is real west.
That's real west. Seattle, we are finally coming to you.
Listen, you got to get tickets because I'm telling you right now, if Mandii and I ever thought about doing a loop of a show again, that shit far as hell.
It is.
I got to take Alaska Airlines or some shit. Anyway, the point is I'm only doing it for y'all.
That's right. So y'all, the ClimaXXX tour is coming to Seattle. That's Washington, right? But not DC. It's the
So I feel like
it's the
Portland
state.
peeps and whoever's like up there should come see us.
Yeah, y'all know I got to pull out a map. But Seattle, we are coming to you on September 7th at the Neptune Theater.
I don't know why Vinny must be fucking some niggas out there because he's like, oh my God, Seattle.
He cannot wait to go to Seattle, hun. And you know what? I'm going to talk to the people who make the weather machines, and it's going to be good weather. Because I do know that Seattle be rainy.
What day of the week is it?
It is
September what?
7th.
Okay, so here's the team.
What's the team?
The 7th is a Thursday. People like going out on Thursday nights.
They do.
So
Because Friday, we barely show up for work.
Yup. Make it a little event. I would say call off that. Let's
The
have
next
some
day.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, so make sure you go on over to whorehive.com and get your tickets now. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Whoreible Decisions. Before we start this week, I would like to start with an affirmation. I'm open to receiving all the many blessings that are on their way into my life. Now, all together, ladies. Y'all, I'm a new bitch. I'm a stars and moons bitch. I am celibate. I am allowing the universe to bring all wonderful things to me and this podcast, Whoreible Decisions. Y'all, welcome back. I'm your girl, stars and moons bitch herself, Mandii B.
Mandii love a switch up.
Bitch, I'm a new girl, hun.
I'm Weezy. Welcome back, y'all. And we have another podcast in the building with us. Special guest, the Codependents Podcast.
The Codependents Podcast. Now, let's go ahead real quick. Introduce yourself.
I'm Ciara Miller.
And I'm Mya Allen.
Okay. Are y'all straight or gay?
Straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, why you said it on not the homophobia?
I don't know. I don't
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah, straight
it's
for now.
embarrassing.
Straight
It's
for
embarrassing for me too.
Hold on, girl. You never even. What about a drunk kiss? You're on a reality show, bitch.
Oh my God. No, of course. Of course I've kissed a girl.
Oh,
Okay, so like not like super straight, but like
she's
So you're
pretty
crooked.
straight. She's straight.
yeah.
Like
I'm not
straight.
like I can't lick a vagina, but like I'll kiss a girl. I'll
Yeah.
touch your boobs.
Are you
or
like
something.
Charlotte when she hadn't even looked
Dude,
at her
I'm
own?
fucking Charlotte.
Pretty much. She's
she's
Charlotte
My friends will
to a T.
my friends call me church girl. Like I'm Charlotte. I am cut and dry.
I'm the
I've seen a lot of vaginas. They're crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, they're crazy.
I
She
think
also has a crazy vagina. Speaking of vagina,
my
Wait, you have a
background-
crazy vagina?
it's like she has no pussy lips.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's why you don't want to
Turn
eat
up.
it, because you be down there
No,
like, oh, no,
Maya.
what this is. You ain't got no pussy lips.
No, she says I look like it's like a Barbie vagina
it's-
because it's just like
And it's not just me that says that. So that's how you know
I
it's
don't
true.
know. There's nothing I can do about that though. But I think I'm a Charlotte more so because I don't know.
Like
I'm
you
just,
need like fillers in your
Fuck
vagina.
you.
Fillers in your
No, I
lips.
don't.
She
Yeah.
said, your coochie tiny, sis. Now, what is the Codependents Podcast about?
honestly just our sisterhood. We met on a reality TV show. I was like
You
one
can
of the
say which one, right?
Oh, Summer House. I met on
okay.
Summer House. I was like one of the first Black women on Summer House, and then Mya came in.
The first.
Yeah, it was the
The
Damn.
first.
And look,
And-
I'm confused because I was like, bitch, I watched Summer House and it's all Black people, but y'all.
Oh, that's Martha's
Oh,
Vineyard.
Martha's
Martha's
Vineyard.
Yeah,
Vineyard.
that's
Summer
now
House.
She said,
I'm
different
like,
show
wait,
back.
I watched it, but with the Black people.
Yes.
So y'all was on the white version.
Yeah, we were on the white
Correct.
version.
Bro, how
and-
crazy is that? Ebony Williams first, like,
Yeah.
Yep.
to
Yeah.
know that, and it's wild. I remember when that happened too.
Yeah,
I've always liked Hannah's like Instagram content before we met.
yeah.
And my first comment, I remember when that happened, was like, wow.
A black person.
Yes. No, yeah. That was me. So it was kind of a crazy season, but then Mya came in season 6 and we immediately hit it off. And honestly, it's kind of been like
I gotta
shit
know
ever
because one of my good friends is Gabrielle Canary, so she did Winter House too. And I
since.
remember,
Oh, yeah.
I remember I was like, oh yeah, you're not the only Black girl, thank God. When y'all found each other on Summer House, like, do you ever see comments that are just like, because I remember with Gabby, and we've been friends a long time now, and like the way people would talk about her, obviously, like the girl's a model, and
Yeah.
they're like calling her ugly and this and that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this
There-
is interesting. This is some Black
Gabby
shit.
may be a lot of things, but she's not ugly.
Yeah. Like,
Let's say that first.
But
they
honestly,
say wild shit about you. They they have opinions about how I should be wearing my hair, how I should be representing Black people, how I should be doing this.
If you don't get in the pool enough, it's a problem. If you get in the pool, what are you doing with your hair?
I don't wear braids.
Wow.
Like, I don't have my natural hair. Like, I'm a sellout.
You can't wear a weave?
I do wear a weave. But
no, I'm saying like,
that's a problem.
That's the problem. Like, I'm Black. I should come in with like.
But you're not Black enough.
I'm not Black enough. I get a lot of I'm not Black enough.
Wow.
We do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
Wow.
y'all aren't even light skinned. And you're not Black enough. That's interesting.
Wait, we just talked about this.
We
actually.
literally just talked about being light-skinned.
We were.
And
we
I
just
hate it. I don't think I'm light skinned. I think I'm medium.
You're brown.
You brown.
Thank you.
But some people will. I categorize myself as dark skin, but some people are like, no, you're brown skin, and I'm like, I don't know where the fuck I
I hate the lines that we draw on.
Yeah, I'm like, it
Really
doesn't even
shouldn't
really
matter,
fucking
but-
matter, but it's just kind of funny, like what your perception is
Are
of
both
yourself.
Light skin
Are both
to
of
me
you
gives the
guys-
high yellow undertone, not necessarily a brown undertone. That's why I said that. You can have the red or the yellow.
Now, are y'all single or in relationships?
Single.
So let me ask you, between the two of you, who gets the better quality men? Not both of y'all making the face.
Yeah, like
bitch,
the
neither
better
of us.
quality.
If you said quantity, that would be one thing. But like
not
quality,
quality men.
All trash.
Who got the quantity?
I'd say you talk to more people than
So you
I
talk
do.
to more trash than that.
She's trying to be nice, and she said talk to.
no, I really
No,
do
actually,
keep.
being nice. Like it is talk to.
I don't
not
really
even-
open my legs for many men.
Why?
I don't know.
They're
I just,
undeserving.
yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Okay, so you
Because
said you
they're
were
undeserving.
you said you were celibate. How long have you been
Oh, girl,
celibate?
calm down.
please.
Girl, I'm like 3
a
weeks
day?
in.
Okay.
2 weeks.
Okay,
I'm lying.
see,
I'm 2 weeks in. I'm 2 weeks in. But by the time this podcast come out, I'm gonna at least be 5 weeks in. Okay. So it's given, bitch. This pussy is out of commission.
I've been celibate for like a year and a half before. Like I'm very
Why?
Gonna make it there.
because I was dating just like trash, and then I had this awful sexual experience with this guy who was just so fucking weird in bed, and it literally scarred me, and I just vowed that the next person that I sleep with would be someone that I was actually interested in.
It took a year and a half. Damn, we are fucked.
Yeah, I just didn't want it to be or feel like an exchange. It just. The one that kind of scarred me, it was
But the one that you had sex with after, was it worth it?
honestly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That-
See,
okay,
I
that's
think
good.
that
Yeah.
well, and I've even like after my breakup, I was like, okay, maybe I need to try like a different type. You know?
Wait,
And
how
so-
newly single are you?
Oh, 3 months.
Okay.
Girl, by the time this come out, folk. But no, like I even was like, okay, well, let me entertain someone different. And I realized I was like, at this point, I don't really know what I want. I don't really know how to communicate it. But this guy came over that I, took me on a great date, and we've been talking. And he came over, and I was just like, I can't do this. He smelled like wood. Palo Santo, I don't know what the
like a Palo Santo?
He smelled like sage.
That's a Lalabo
Oh my God, I'm literally
smell.
thinking like
I hated
lumberjack.
it.
Like
I hated
working
it.
in the-
Doesn't that go with like the
Nigga smell
stars
like
and the
Baccarat,
moon?
smell like Tom Ford.
Wait. Did
But
he
it smelled
smell
like woodsy.
bad?
I didn't like the smell.
It
I don't
smelled like
the smell.
outside.
It smelled like no, it was
Like
intentional.
incense?
It smelled like a
So
an
you just
actual-
didn't like his cologne is really what it came down to, and that's why
and
you
that's
didn't
how
fuck
much
him?
it irritated me. I said, let me go back to my type. I cannot do this. Oh, I couldn't do it. Oh, and you know who it is.
That was him?
Yeah.
So you didn't sleep with him?
No.
But you
Because he
guys went
smelled
on a
like
nice
wood.
date.
Yeah.
I want to smell him now.
Because he smelled like wood.
I know he
I was
smelled
just
good.
like, couldn't do
It's
it.
Santal 26.
Was he like not your type even on paper?
Oh, yeah, he's
look
different.
wise.
He's different.
Look okay.
Yeah.
Wait, y'all have a type?
No.
I actually don't have a type. All my friends would say I don't have a type.
Oh, no, everyone says
white
my
men,
types-
black men.
No.
It doesn't.
Everything
You don't have a white and black eye type? Because I do.
Okay, white guys. I typically like darker haired guys, facial hair.
Oh yeah, you should not be
Tall.
a blonde adult.
I can't date a fucking. I don't like
You're-
blondes.
As a
I'm
woman,
like, bitch,
as a woman,
you
it's
shouldn't be a
fine.
blonde adult.
As
While
a
she's
man-
sitting next to
As a
Ugh.
man, you need to grow out of your blondness by the time you hit like
That's real as fuck.
28.
Except
Yeah.
for real.
Being generous.
20. Oh yeah, 28.
That's being very generous.
Blonde white boys do look a little Barbie.
I was about to
Like,
say,
you
it's
look
like
like a
too.
kid.
It's
I
too
can't join
cookie
in this
cutter.
conversation.
It's
Never
too
been with a white man. Still to
Not
this
Really?
time. And
But
I
you
would
have a
never-
white
that's
guy
what you
type
need to
though.
try.
When you like are attracted to celebrity white guys, you
Bitch,
have
I
like,
like fucking Jason Momoa, who apparently isn't white.
He's
No,
not
he's
white.
like Hawaiian.
That's
Samoan.
the type of white I like.
Okay, I like
I
that.
like-
That's colored.
spicy white.
Yeah.
It's colored.
Yeah, that's colored.
Bro, we
Yeah.
had a
Colored.
conversation with Charlamagne about how we got kids like color. So my white guy type, they need to be a Bushwick, RC white boy, that's already been with a black girl, but he don't have to tell you. You find out because you scrolling through the timeline.
I don't know if I agree with that, because it's like you can be with one black girl before me, so I don't have to teach you everything. But if you have like 5, 6, 7 black girlfriends before me or whatever, then it's a fetish, and I don't like that.
Well, I want them to have like tatted, be cultured of some sort. Like you can't be out here like fucking.
Girl, tats don't make a nigga cultured.
What?
I need tats. Some culture.
No, you being
sort.
different.
Like
you don't want to run dance, bro.
But cultured in the sense of like you can't be talking about Trump or anything. Like act like you've been around black people before. You can't be like the only fucking.
See, this is interesting because I want to be someone's type.
Definitely not a Republican.
But at the same time, if I was actually dating a white boy that only dated black girls, it would freak me out. The last white guy I dated on the podcast, Jeeves, every girl before me looked like something else. And I was like, okay.
So he's like Pete Davidson, who always dates like that one that's like just a little, it's like off-white.
Does he?
Think about Pete Davidson. Have we ever seen him with like a regular white girl?
Kate Beckinsale.
Didn't he date Ariana Grande? Or
I thought Ariana Grande was white.
Kate Beckinsale.
She's like, she do not count.
What is she? Did she wear a drawstring ponytail?
Yeah.
They called her out for the spray tans and shit. And the ponytail and the head movement.
She's not like Grande.
No, she's white.
She's
white. I think Grande is like a stage name, honey.
Oh yeah, I don't think that's her last name for real, for real.
Oh,
can we look that up? What is
Ariana Big is not a real name.
She's like she's like, wait, she has to be Latina. It's giving Ariana. No, bitch.
That's how I would say.
Anyways, I did want to get into an icebreaker with you guys. And you know, it's going to be a WWYD versus a WEAHD, which is what would you do versus what would a hoe do?
Oop, she chose Grande because it means something in Italian.
See, oh wow,
it's Italian. Wow. It's not even.
By the way, I added it in. My bad, I added another word. So what would you do and what would a hoe do? So this one actually comes from our good sis Sukiana. She says, you find out your man was cheating right before your girl's trip to Jamaica. What are you doing? Are you 1, staying home crying? 2, getting some Jamaican cocky? 3, behave yourself and just go on your trip? 4, invite the runner up on the trip? Or 5, enjoy yourself and toast up with friends? Your turn.
Okay, can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
Because like, we all know what Jamaican men are like.
Oh yeah,
it's like do we really want to give Jamaica as the example?
Hold on,
yes, girl.
Rephrase that because this is what a hoe would do. We all know what Jamaican dick is like, bitch.
That's true.
I ain't never been with a Jamaican. My daddy's Jamaican. I stay
if you
far
don't
away
know
from
what it's
them
like,
niggas.
as you know,
oh yeah, no, it's demonic. Apparently, it's good.
I've been with a Jamaican.
Bitch, I saw
just
how
like
women acted who dealt with my daddy. I don't want nothing like that.
You learned. Okay, what would I do?
What would you do?
I think I'm just gonna go and enjoy with my friends.
Okay.
But
you gonna end up
since I've never experienced a Jamaican dick, maybe I should. Maybe like why not? He fucking cheated.
Bumper plot. Come get her.
Come get her.
What about you?
I feel like I would stay with him. So he thinks like it's okay, it's cool, and then I would go fuck someone in Jamaica.
Okay, so y'all are doing what you would do as well as what a hoe would do. Y'all are clearly getting dick on vacation.
I like that.
He cheated on me.
Someone's gonna have to like keep me a little bit of company when I'm over there.
Okay, now this next one, real toxic. One of your homegirls has an OnlyFans page, and she lets you know that your boyfriend is her #1 supporter over the last 3 months. Who are you more upset with?
You said 3?
Yep.
3 months.
So he's been her top subscriber over the last 3 months. That's why she's coming to you. Who are you more upset with, and how do you respond to this?
Him. What the fuck?
I feel
First of all, I need to find out how much he was spending on my best friend because that's wild.
Now wait, you don't want your best friend?
But my best friend needs to tell me.
I'm happy for her. I'm not asking for that cut at all.
Okay,
but I'm just saying, like, how much are you spending? We could have been like in the fucking south of France somewhere, and you're fucking. Okay,
whatever. Girl, over OnlyFans.
Because if that was you,
subscriber,
if that was you and my man, you wouldn't tell me for 3 whole months.
Well, yeah, that's maybe the first month I'm gonna let it slide. Maybe it was a mistake. Now
dude, I'm out with him. No,
yeah, either way, he's out. But she's kind of out too.
Are you breaking up with your partner?
Are you kidding?
Is paying if he's supporting your best friend?
They're both
in
gone.
her entrepreneurial.
Okay, here's a better question.
I'm feeling weird if we're all in the same room together. Like
they're both. They're both
gone. You can't watch my bitch fuck.
No.
Oh.
No.
Absolutely not.
Okay, what if it's solo content? Her feet and her masturbating.
No.
Oh, all right.
But I
What
think
about you?
What about she's out too, though.
You have a lot of friends that
So
do
it's
porn
weird.
and
I have a
OnlyFans.
lot of friends. Like, I mean, even when Rory came on, I'm actually one of those friends that, like, if my friend is out bad, like, and I got a trick, I'd be like, girl, you could come on a trip and he'll pay you to fuck us type shit. Like, I'm down to, like, support, give
Hold
my
on,
friends
wait.
some money.
Rephrase
Wait,
this.
okay.
Yeah, can you say that again?
Yeah, I was like,
No.
because I didn't follow
What
that.
am I rephrasing? If I have a friend who's down and out, and I've done this multiple times, I have a friend that has looked out for me. She, like, was like, girl, I got this trick. This is back. He used to play for the Grizzlies, and he pays. You still down and out? I'll set it up. And I went on the trip, had the fun, got my money. But I've done that in exchange with my friends. Like, especially like if I know they're down and out
but that's
financially.
not your man.
Was it your
those
friend?
Are my, like, those are my niggas, like my tricks, my partners, you know what I mean? Maybe not my man. I only just had my first relationship now. But also my ex fucked a lot of my friends with me as well. So
that wasn't the
free.
question, bitch. Your homegirl does
Because
porn.
you just, like,
my homegirl
wait,
does porn.
let me
Havana
finish.
Ginger's my homegirl.
Let me finish. Your homegirl does porn.
Mhm.
You guys hang out. Maybe you have dinner often.
Mhm.
You find out that all of the porn he's watching is Havana Ginger. You're not bothered?
I don't think it bothers me.
Wow,
Okay.
you are so.
I don't think it bothers me.
You are
That's the
strong,
next level
secure
confidence
woman.
then.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I watch.
that's-
But she's a porn star. I'm friends with.
But there's
sex
a lot of
workers.
porn. She's not the only one.
Yeah, like he
Well,
could
well,
choose
well,
any
well,
of
well,
it.
well,
This is a large
goalpost.
We're humanizing
You're saying,
her, right?
But you're moving the goalposts. You said that is the only porn he watches. I don't believe that anybody is just watching one person in porn.
I'm telling you,
If
he's
that's
like
the case,
he
he-
likes getting off to Havana Ginger. Y'all are
that,
friends.
that doesn't bother me.
I just wouldn't be able to leave
she's
my
like
friends.
an OG porn star.
Fine.
Like, that doesn't surprise me.
Betsy Boo ass.
Are you leaving
no
them
famous
two in
Havana
the?
Ginger.
Okay.
Just a random porn star. We do understand Havana's iconic.
Right.
You're telling me you actually think it's okay that your man is only coming to your homegirl y'all hang with?
The only word is, I think, what's blowing mine because I didn't say only.
I'm saying it. That's the scenario.
Oh, you're giving me that scenario? I think it's weird.
Are you
But
leaving
I
them in
don't
a
think
room
that-
together and you're not there?
I mean, to me, I have trust issues right now overall with people.
Yeah.
To me, I don't think it's appropriate for me to leave my friends in a room with my nigga in any scenario.
Okay.
Like, that to me doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
Like, why would that be
Let
the
me
case?
ask you this. You already know that he's getting off to her. You just go to the bathroom. Like, y'all, the three of you are at dinner. You go to the bathroom. I'm peeing thinking, like, what is he thinking about with her right now?
So I'm not going to lie. And I think that's where...
I would too.
That's
Right?
what I
If
mean.
you're
like,
jerking off to my homegirl,
Right?
you
I'm
want
like,
to fuck her. I just like
the
you want to
fantasy,
fuck
and then
her.
it's
Yeah.
the two of them right there.
There
Even
can be a fantasy. I'm not going to lie. I think that goes to, would I be with a man that I believe I can't trust around my friends?
Right. Yeah.
Then now that's a whole different scenario. You jacking your dick off to one of my friends that I know and I support and I'm
Yeah.
aware does sex work. No, that's not going to bother me. Like, it's to me, it's kind of like on trend of, oh, now that we're together, I'm going to tell you who you can and cannot be friends with.
So there's accessibility, and I think that's the difference too, right? Like, one of my, not exes, but someone I've dated said to me, he didn't like that I was always, now I'm such a Brent Faiyaz fan, right?
Mhm.
Now it's never me saying like, oh my God, I want to suck Brent's dick. I would always be like, yo,
Right.
you got to fuck to this. I literally told him in my first interview, I fuck to your music all the time. Super fan of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, you can't, me too.
Same.
He's like, you can't be a crazy fan of someone you have access to because it makes me look bad. And I was like,
what?
That's what my ex would be
What?
like.
but here's his thing. He's like, yo, he was a writer. Like, if I'm talking about all these actresses that I'm writing for, it would make you feel uncomfortable. You're not just some girl on the street. You're going to meet him. You're going to know him. Ironically, it ended up happening. Now we're friends. But he's like, you can't stand over niggas like other people because you're in rooms with them. So it's not a good look for me because, boom, if I'm dating a bitch who works at Walgreens who may never see this person, fine, it feels like fandom, but you have access to that person. They may reply to your DM,
Man,
whatever.
you got me fucked up.
Now-
I'm fans of these niggas.
Yeah, like-
and I'm finna go to their concerts and probably be backstage with them.
Front row,
Like, J.
yeah.
Cole just asked me how I've been. And nigga, I stand him and go everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm
But
gonna
my
have the
point is,
access.
porn
Right.
is actually next level to me. So it's not just the accessibility. It's, this is my friend. We're sharing spaces together.
Yeah.
I do not think it's appropriate to jerk off to my homegirl.
Yeah, I think
I
the
agree.
sharing spaces, I just feel like I can't look at, the scenarios, if I leave the room, like
It's also like you're going over some sort of like line of decency because it's like suddenly I'm touching myself.
This is in the show Beef. Y'all watch Beef?
No, I haven't seen Beef.
Mm-mm.
You watched it, right?
Yeah, I did.
Remember when he was jerking off to the co-workers' pictures?
That's
Oh,
crazy to
he
me.
was.
Bitch, you ain't about to. Imagine if a nigga was jerking off to Mandii. I would die.
That's the real
I'd be
thing.
like, what?
Yes.
No wonder you like this.
Look at her.
You know what else is difficult about that too? I think like if the friend in question, Mandii and I look super different, right? The first thing I'm gonna think is like, oh my God, you like big butts, and I don't have one.
And
I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like
It wouldn't even
would
be
hit
her
your
more than it would be the
insecurity.
type.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
whatever,
shit.
she has something that you don't have, and therefore you want that.
My brain would go there.
The spiral would be
See,
real.
no, yeah.
Oh, I ain't gonna hold you. At this point, like
a no for
I'd
me.
have met two of the 4 bitches that my ex cheated on me with, and I was like, wow,
Ugly, right?
you have no type.
Oh.
Like none of us have.
Were you
anything-
impressed, or
None
were
of us
you?
have anything in common except we're all creatives.
Oh, none. Okay.
Like, but we have nothing in common. Literally, all of us have nothing in common.
But you're fans. They're your fans.
Yeah. Well, the one girl didn't know about me till the
Oh.
other girl told her about me, and the other, anyways,
Yeah.
they're fans.
Not into triangle like the earrings. Oh.
Listen, well, I wanted to get into our vanilla shit. And this one is wild. During a discussion on the Iced Coffee Hour podcast, an influencer revealed that she sleeps streams, which is a huge
Yeah.
money maker for her.
I'm trying to be.
If you're unaware, sleep streaming is merely live streams of people sleeping while an audience watches.
Hazel Grace just told us about that a few weeks ago.
So
Porn star we
she
had on.
says that
Well, what is she
it has
wearing?
become financially beneficial because
that's a good
viewers actually give her money to try to wake her up by playing loud music or videos through media share. However, she assumes her audience watches the live stream also as a form of voyeurism. The influencer claimed that her unique live streaming videos allow her to make over $9,000 in just hours. If you could count just on Twitch, probably like a couple of $1,000s. But if you count the conversions, potentially to OnlyFans while I'm sleeping, then maybe like $10,000 to $15,000 in hours. She claims that she has brought in $2 million in just 1 month doing these sleep streams.
I believe her.
I'm trying to do that.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm in
Same.
the market.
What is she wearing?
Bitch,
I'm
about to set up a camera. Bitch, I just saw this little fat kids deal on a
Dude.
lighting set. Bitch,
Yeah.
it's about to be set
I
up.
sleep ugly,
I want
bro.
bedding sponsors.
I'd be
I
like-
want pillow sponsors.
I drool a lot. Like, does that give me more
I mean, I
money
gotta
or
throw on
less?
some drawers because I sleep naked and y'all don't get to see me ass naked.
Don't you
forever.
snore?
well, like
No, I don't
that's
snore
extra
anymore
money.
because I lost weight. That was
Head up, you
definitely-
don't snore anymore.
I don't snore at all anymore. My friends all let me know because we've been traveling so much. I
Oh,
do not.
shit.
So snoring was actually 100%
weight, yeah.
a part of my when I was heavier.
Yeah.
I used to
Extra
snore like
weight on your neck.
awfully. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and like snoring actually causes like your heart could stop while snoring. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of it.
Sleep apnea.
Yeah.
My
Like-
mom, everyone is just like, wow, that really was connected to your weight. I do not snore anymore.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Good for
And
you.
It's like really good. I'm like,
Because
I'm
I
sneaky.
lightly snore, and it's not sexy.
No one lightly snores though. Is that true?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I
What's
feel
the-
like if
what's
you
the
say
first
that,
one?
like you
First off,
probably
it's
laugh.
new here.
No, it is. It's a light rumble. It's a light rumble because sometimes
A
when
light
I'm
rumble?
when I'm really fucked up, I will slip into
That
like,
everybody
that
snoring
does
when they
count.
drunk.
Everyone
That
snores
does.
when they're drunk. as
I
fuck.
will slip into a light rumble.
I've
and I'm
also
like,
heard her, and it's not light.
Yeah, it is.
That's how I don't believe yours is.
Bitch, I'm with you. Okay.
Bro.
Yeah, y'all can be in denial over there.
My homegirls would make sure they kept the motherfucking earplugs off the flights. Like, oh, bitch, we going on a trip with Mandii?
Yeah.
Nah, bitch, earplugs.
I
Yeah.
only heard it,
It was
bad.
bad.
Oh, damn.
But now,
my mom's
nope,
like
I
that.
sleep like a princess.
Wait, is there any more information? Like, is this girl doing anything?
No,
Is she
no,
doing anything at all other than sleeping?
and there's a screenshot. She's sleeping
In, like, a
literally
t-shirt
in
and
regular
lingerie?
pajamas.
You
Not
could
even
I can
lingerie.
even fake sleep. Oh my god, I'm so fucking here for this, and I don't know what I have to do to sign myself up, what camera I need, but I'm trying to do that. Because
Well, we've been seeing a lot of the girls now with the yum ice cream, all of those type of things, which clearly there's not sex involved. I think it's called what, NPC or something like
I've
that.
never seen that.
I don't know
I've
what
seen
you're
that.
talking
What are you
about.
Y'all,
What is that?
Y'all have not seen
And I'm
the girl that's going viral, Pinky Diamond, and they send her money. Like Timberland was just her top subscriber, and she literally is like, "Yum, yum, ice cream." Y'all didn't
like an ASMR.
literally.
That's
she
what I was
she
thinking.
plays like
I don't even
what
know
it is
I have to look at this.
they act like a Sims character, and she moves
like
like a video
cosplay
game.
and-
Oh my god, are you fucking?
Are y'all
kidding me?
serious? Y'all have,
And
This
and
world is just
Timberland
getting
likes that.
kinkier and kinkier. I'm into
hold
it.
on.
But
This-
I mean,
This is literally like Tamar just came out and said she goes like it's Pinky Doll. Like you literally look her up. I'm just gonna play just a little bit of it so y'all can hear it.
Slay, huh? Yes, 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 yes. Huh. Oh, thank you, baby. This is so cute. Ooh, Yes, yes, yes. Hey.
So people are paying money to send her like little emojis, and she literally, like a character, has to respond to
Is that
everybody.
sexual?
So a lot of people, so this is anime. Apparently people watch it and are turned on. A lot of people that are now seeing it want to see if they can break her. Because the more you give, the more she has to keep up. And so like, she's literally acting like a video game character.
Sorry. I'm thinking about the clip of JT from the City Girls like, get that motherfucking shit off my head. Y'all seen that?
It's crazy.
They're like putting cowboy hats on her head and she was talking about something serious.
I wanted to say, I know you guys came in. I know you guys came in and were like, oh my God, we're looking, for sex workers right now. I wanted to ask you guys, what has been the most basic or strangest thing you've heard a sex worker do for money? Like that doesn't involve sex. If this is,
that is fucking.
and she's killing it. Right?
I was going to say the ignore fetish.
The ignore fetish?
Carmen Nice, aka Lisa Spliffston, she talked about how ignore fetish. She was like, literally, they just pay me and I just ignore them on Zoom and they try to get my attention.
I could do that.
Wow.
Oh, you'd be very good at that.
Back.
Let me ask you guys a question. So I used to have people want to pay for pictures of my feet, and I'd have my friends be like, oh my God, you should do it. You'll make so much money. And I'm like, yeah, once I make an OnlyFans, it puts me in a certain bracket and I can't come back from it. Now, y'all are on reality TV, I have a show about being a hoe. You know what I'm saying? So like putting you in a certain like standard of, I'm sure, especially the show.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if you knew you could make just as much as that girl with sleep streaming, but it was only on OnlyFans, would you do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we have wiki feet accounts. People take
Me
the time.
too, but it's not on purpose.
No,
Right.
of course
But
it's not on
people are
purpose. But
stealing
if
my
people are
images.
collecting them and putting them on a database already, why shouldn't I be doing that for money
and
monetizing making it
monetizing
sexual?
it. Yeah.
All right, church girl, step it up.
I-
Barbie Pussy. Barbie Pussy, that's the name.
That's exactly what it is.
I would totally do my feet. Fuck yeah. Or sleep stream. Dude, people make fun of us already for being in the bed on our show. So why not fucking flip that shit and make a coin off of it?
Why do we all always be in the bed?
Because people are nuts in that fucking house.
Oh, so you're getting a way to talk shit.
Also, it's just like we're talking
It's
shit.
to talk
They don't
shit.
even show half the shit that we do in there.
Of
We're
course.
talking
It's
shit.
majorly cut down.
Maya's got a blunt in her hands. Like, we're smoking. We're all just like shooting this shit. And also, some people are just drama. Like,
You just
and
need
we're
a break
chilling.
from these crazy white people.
yeah, we're
Have
literally.
you had a moment where you were like, I've got to get off the show? I don't.
Yeah, get out. Yeah,
Yes,
of course.
every day.
Yeah. No, that's why it was so vital having Maya, because just
And you
When I
have
was
homegirls on the show too.
yeah, I do, but still, and luckily, like Paige is like one of my homegirls now, where she just like gets it. But I always joke, I'm like, she's fucking Italian, so like the loyalty runs different for Italians than just like regular white
It
people.
does. They
Like,
fuck with each other.
Because they're
Dude.
spicy white.
Yeah, dude.
She's a spicy
But
one.
just
Spicy
being
white.
able to look at her across the room and be like, fucking, like, it's so fucking vital because
It's so fucking funny. But I'm gonna start doing this shit.
I'm like, I wonder if they would pick up on scenes, because there are some moments we'll be at a dinner and I'm like, somebody will say something and we will just be like,
I had to stop.
By the way,
'cause I used to say, "That's
if
some
you're
white
not
shit." I had to
watching on
stop myself.
YouTube, she's pointing to her palm
Yeah.
to indicate white
people. Yeah.
Do you think that we've had a lot of people from reality shows, but not people that are like the only one that are on a white show. Did people not like you?
Well,
once
Ebony
you-
was the only black person on Roni.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
and that was
And people were
Oh, yeah.
she got
horrible to
crucified.
Ebony. Yeah.
But I want to know if the opinion of you shifted when you became close to Maya. Did people start to not like you because they felt like you had an alliance?
No, but I
Fans.
think that anybody who comes in now who's black or something, like if I'm not best friends with them, then it's an issue.
Yes.
But I'm like, but also she can be black and I still don't fuck with her. I'm like, I'm not
Right.
fucking with her just strictly because she's black. I'm fucking with her because I like the way she moves. Like, not all bitches move the same way.
They
And
sure
if you come
don't.
in weird with some weird ass vibes, or like I can just pick up on certain things where everyone wants to be famous. We're on TV. Like, yeah, I get it. It's a commonality that we share, but you also have to have like trust that runs deep in a
Right.
different way, because I need to know when my back is turned. Like, I don't have to worry about you.
Well, it sucks. I know
Yeah.
y'all are always in the bed together, clearly not doing anything because y'all are both straight, boring. But I wanted to get into our.
Oh, you
whole-
wanted to ask
Go
one
down
more-
on
wait,
Barbie
can I ask
fucking
one more
pussy.
bad question? I really am curious. When it comes to Hannah talked about sex with Des
Yeah.
when he was coming in the house. What's sex like for y'all on reality shows?
I won't fuck on camera.
I know that's right.
But it's not on camera, right? It's like, do you ever have a moment where you
Oh,
can
it's on
kiss, have
camera.
anything intimate?
In the
Yeah,
bathroom.
like we kiss.
You have to go in the bathroom?
I mean, like if you don't want it to be, they'll use anything. They I mean, I'm like, how much can I even say? They'll dub other people's
sounds.
Oh, we've
sex
noticed that.
sounds on like something innocent. So it's like,
Right. Personally, I like, here's my thing with it. Because we were the only Black people on a predominantly white show, I was not into like being sexualized. And I think even just being in the modeling industry from like a young age, like, yeah, like people are looking at my body and like they want to see me fucking, like, and they have this persona that they want me to live up to of like being a super sexual person. And it's not that I'm not, but on TV, I'm not even like leading with that, because a lot of times it's almost staining, as if you can't get away from it. And then they paint you a certain way. And I'm like,
whore.
yeah. And I'm like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm so early into this.
That's
like,
very
career.
interesting. You know, I thought about that a few times when I don't watch it, but I would watch maybe one or two. I think it was on Delta for a while. So I was like, fuck
Yeah,
it.
it is actually.
So when I watched it, I remember thinking that was a good thing, because and I was laughing to myself at how sweet and nice Ciara was, because I was like, God forbid she's the Black bitch on the show.
Yeah.
Or the
And I mean,
hoe
I
in the
had
show.
my moment.
I was like, let's not forget.
But it's crazy you also say that, because Martha's Vineyard Summer House,
Right.
there was sex almost
They were
every
fucking.
goddamn episode.
They were fucking.
to where in our group chat, and I'm in a group chat with a whole bunch.
Because
of,
she loves Bravo.
Oh,
Yeah.
I am a Bravo.
I'm a
fan.
TLC girl.
I'm a TLC girl, too.
And literally we were in the group chat talking about like, why are they really like showing so much sex?
I do believe that they had a completely different production team that let them do things that we were not, like the way that they were
Was
moving.
y'all's production team
I think-
truly?
Well, it is, but
but the actual
The actual
people,
team. Okay.
Yeah,
'cause I'm like,
the
the
people.
production
Yes.
company's the same.
it's also different when you're first year. It's also different. You're new on a show.
right.
Like,
So you want to say it out?
you want to come back. You want to be renewed for a second season. Not saying that that's the reason that they did it, but it's like a different type
and they
of
did.
energy.
It was good.
It's a different
They
type
got
of
a second
energy
season coming.
first
Was it giving
season.
College Hill?
They got a second season coming.
I
Yeah.
also just read it was like the #1 streamed on
It was
Peacock.
Yeah.
and they had it right after Housewives.
I
Right.
need to
So
watch
it was
this
like
shit.
the timing that they had it
Yeah.
airing, it was great. Now I want to ask y'all, back to some host shit. Our hors d'oeuvre is sex tips, and I'm giving the floor to you ladies. Give us some
tips.
sex tips.
Look, I'm a toy girl all through and through. I
I'm
love
the
different any type of toy. I'm fucking here for it. I want it to vibrate. I want it to fucking like
It has to have speed.
spin around. Like I want it to have an app. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have tips.
I
other
mean,
than get more fucking toys.
Adding toys to so
I love
to
it.
me, that's the bare minimum.
So do you bring toys though in with your partners?
For sure.
Yes.
For
Okay,
sure.
and then how is that conversation? Do you normally just whip it out and introduce it? Do you tell him like, or do you say, "Hey, I want to incorporate
Listen,
this"?
my vibrator lives in my bed. Like the way that I live in my bed, the vibrator lives in my
Oh, no,
bed.
literally,
it is
it's there.
next
Oh,
to
my
me
cleaner-
at all times.
My cleaner, when I first got her, bitch, that thing went missing, and I was almost embarrassed to ask her. And eventually, I was like, "Hey, there was something green on the bed that I can't find.
Mine's purple.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's there.
It's
all
there.
The time.
It's visible.
Yeah.
Like if you FaceTime me at night, if we're talking, you're going to see it at
Yeah.
some point. So
Yeah.
there's no question about like what it is that I'm about.
Mine's in a box, but I also have some in the shower.
Box.
And
Oh,
then
girl, I
I-
got a whole drawer
Like,
right next to the bed. with
right
the-
next to
Like,
the
I,
bed.
I have a
Yeah.
chest. Okay.
Okay, so you just pretty much like,
I whip it out though. I don't even give a forward.
girl, you don't ask consent, but
No, it's my fucking toy, and it's not about him.
Ooh.
Not that it's
It
not
really-
about him, but it's
But he's gonna be fine.
he's gonna
It's
be
really
fine.
what it's gonna be at the end
Yeah.
of the
for
day.
you.
I did
Yes.
have a guy one time. I whipped it out, and it was like he's like, "Do you want me to fuck you with this?" And I said, "Maybe." Like
Now,
yeah,
wait,
like,
What
why
kind of
not?
toy was it?
It was just like a dildo.
I was
a
gonna ask if
vibrator.
you pulled
a vibrator.
out a dildo, so you pulled
Yeah.
out another phallic object.
Okay, I
When
don't
you
do
have
all
a phallic
that.
object there.
Come on.
So you wanted 2 dicks at once. Please,
No,
let's get down to it.
Ooh, now pop it like a thotty, pop it like a girl.
No,
But in both holes? Like what are we doing?
no,
with it?
not in both holes.
Was
Like,
the
but it's
D1
just like
toy bigger than his?
just like switch it up. It was a different size. Like
It was bigger. Was it bigger? Was it bigger? It was bigger.
maybe. Yeah.
Okay, but also
You
like,
like-
disrespectful, bitch.
I know.
That is
That's a little
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
Disrespect.
You gotta
Wait,
bring out
but
a
you
smaller
said you
dildo.
do that. You had
So
it was-
no, but girl, we talked about it. We played it. This was clearly my fantasy. I set out.
Oh shit.
I would pull out one that
Oh,
was
that's-
smaller than his, and we would use kings. So, bitch, I would get fucked by three dicks essentially at once.
Oh
But
wow.
we did explain that this was my fantasy.
You explain at once.
And it was
Explain
for me.
at once.
Maya's
please.
Oh, at
eyebrow.
once.
Because at once.
Oh, at once.
Like-
He would like make me suck on one, then he would fit his dick and the dildo in my pussy at once. We would do DP. We played with all the toys.
What the fuck is that? TV.
Dick.
2 dicks in my vagina,
vagina.
or one.
Oh, deep. Oh,
and the small
oh.
one he would want to put like in my ass while he was in my pussy. So we played with all of them at once, but it was discussed. And this was a fantasy of mine.
Okay, well,
and he wasn't here for me adding men to the bedroom. So he's like, well, I want to play out the fantasy with you.
I respect that more than like I'm in bed with you and you pull out a dick that's bigger than mine.
I agree. That's a little crazy.
Well, I felt like mine was a lot more milder than that. Like
when I spoke about it at least first.
Yeah.
Like, I agree. Like, if, as men, there's already insecurities.
Yeah, that's true.
Women using toys.
Yeah.
And now you pull out a dildo bigger than his dick.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a guy that I'm sleeping with right now that's never used toys in bed.
Did he say why?
He's just like never done it.
Yeah.
And I'm
so
like,
you gonna be his first?
100%. He just doesn't know it yet. I'm like, I told him like it's coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, we can wait, but it's going to happen.
What's a good start easy toy, you think?
I feel like even like a little like a
rose.
Either like a cock ring is good, or a bullet.
Yeah,
a cock ring or a
just
bullet.
Vibrating.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think you should have at all times like a butt plug.
Oh, I like the butt plug.
See, I haven't used
Especially
that's
the
the
She
only
said,
thing.
I think you should have it all times.
At all times.
I
Now I'm about
haven't
to
used
take
a
your
butt plug
co-host.
yet.
Okay, wait. Have y'all ever fucked a fan?
No.
I mean, I
Not that I
think I
know
want to
of.
call him a fan, but no.
Yeah, yes, you have. You can call him a fan.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Now she said,
But
Joe
like,
man got it on.
it was on some real slick shit. Like, he didn't.
Did he let you know
didn't
after he
present.
fucked you that he knew
No, he
who
just-
you were?
Wait, who are we talking about?
Look.
okay.
He's a fan.
I was like, I just wanted to make sure I understood.
It was giving fan energy to
It was fan energy.
Was it good at least?
Whoa.
No.
You fucked a fan and it was bad?
We didn't. It was actually a setup with one of our friends, and then he just turned into a fan. Like,
He turned it to a
he was
fan.
probably a fan from the start.
He
but-
was a
didn't
fan. He
tell
just
you.
like masked it a little bit, but
Yeah.
he was a fan for
Ooh,
sure.
I don't like.
Yeah.
Me neither.
And his
We
dick
don't.
game wasn't good.
See, that's
Oh.
a very scary thing. Like right now, on Raya and Hinge, right? Raya, I'm just not really finding men that I like.
No,
Rise
Raya's
trash.
literally, you get your daily swipes in and you call it a day. You're not.
Yeah,
gonna find
it's
anyone.
not it.
But I'm like,
no
what it-
conversation.
It's
First of
just-
all, the black men on Raya is so limited. I don't know what's going on. I just.
And there's a lot of black women on there, but not black men. Maybe they're probably
But I
like,
feel like Hinge has a good amount of black men.
they do, and they find.
Yeah.
For the most part,
You
yeah.
get some uglies and then some good ones.
So
Every
the same
40
way y'all were
swipes.
talking about hair treatments, I'm just gonna I don't know.
No dating
I
apps?
have not been on
She's
dating apps
celibate.
for probably over
Oh,
4
that's
years.
right. You haven't been on apps.
Wait,
Well,
how long
I
were
was
you
gonna say
dating?
dating apps is the
I
strange
was
place.
with my ex for 3 years, but even before, like, I just got really uninterested in the swiping.
We're
And
not an
now
app girl either.
I refuse to download any dating app. So if y'all see me promote one, just know it's because I'm getting paid. I ain't really on there.
It ebbs and
I don't do the
Yeah.
dating apps.
It
I
ebbs
hate
and it flows. Like, I delete mine, download them, delete them,
Same.
download them.
Yeah,
like,
but then
it
don't you
depends on when you're in the mood
re-download?
for.
You see the same damn
Yeah,
men
you
that
do
you
see the
saw
same
before.
guys. I
I
like
saw
them
some
when
good
you're
ones.
traveling, though. I
Travel's
think
great.
yeah.
But
Like,
see,
if you go to
even
different
my
countries,
friend, she got
travel.
on Hinge recently, and the first day was great. The second day was great, and she made all these connections. And she was like, "Bro, we haven't even left the messages." Or they
Yeah,
take
because
3
they want
days
a
to
pen
respond.
pal.
There's literally no one even setting up
I'm
a
gonna tell you
date.
the truth.
Yeah.
This is the real truth
They
about
want a pen pal.
responding. And this is what I believe. My notifications are off for it, but people that are actually really like they're
Yeah.
into you, like there's so many men that wrote me, but I'll really respond to the one where I'm like, fuck yeah.
That's
I'll
how I
swipe
feel too.
right.
Right. Just
I
to
will
see.
connect
if
with
you're
you
a
to
fuck
see
yeah,
what you
just to
say
see.
first.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say with fucking fans on Hinge, generally speaking, I'm not sure if I'm talking to someone that knows me. Sometimes by the time we're sitting down,
You figure.
then
Listen,
or
I
they'll
have,
say it.
I have a date tonight, and he follows Ciara. And I met him on Hinge. So I'm like, do you watch the show? Are you a fan of my
But she probably
best friend?
unfollowed you on purpose just so you wouldn't see he already followed you.
Ooh, girl.
That could be one too.
Because if he
But
followed
Ciara
her,
was on that earlier season,
Right.
so I'm like,
And also, I'm like, I'm not gonna be mad. Ciara's hot, so like, I would follow her too. But I'm like, what's this all gonna like? This will be asked tonight at dinner.
Still.
It makes me feel weird.
But do I know him?
don't feel weird. Don't
Maybe
feel weird.
We'll have to
How
compare.
many people does he follow? Over 1,000? It don't count.
yeah, I don't think he follows. Like probably around 1,000, maybe.
If Ciara has more followers than you, then she's popping up more. It's
Yes.
normal. That's normal.
we'll find out. I'll tell you guys about this later.
I wouldn't. To me, I wouldn't trip if I saw someone following Mandii. I'd be like, okay, the content.
Oh yeah, no, I felt away the other day. I ain't gonna hold you,
With what?
girl, because I saw you liking all the Green Eyes pictures, and I'm like, how would she?
Who is Green Eyes?
Bitch, you. I've shown his page here a few times, so maybe you didn't realize.
I really didn't.
Oh well, you all in his likes, and bitch, I was on his page the other day, and I said, "Not Weezy liking all these pictures of Green Eyes." Oh, I felt away. I felt a fucking way because I'm like, bro, I've been talking about this nigga on the pod. I fuck him. I would never go through and like niggas that you fuck.
why didn't you say this to me?
I don't know.
Wait, so she can't like the photo, but
Bro,
you
no,
are
no.
okay with
I
the
went
porn
to
watching?
I went to 7 pictures, and
Were they old?
No, girl, all in a line. I went to like
They
a lot
follow
of
each
pictures,
other?
because I'm like,
They
okay,
were. I don't follow.
I'm like, if she likes one, okay, bitch. I went down and I'm like, bitch, I've been speaking about this nigga for 7 years.
I really didn't know it was him.
I also feel like I've shown his picture multiple times because she always talk about how I like light skinned niggas, but he dark skinned. So I'm like, no, and then she's always like, but he has green eyes.
With green eyes. With
I'm
green
gonna
eyes.
show you after.
Oh, I'll be honest with you. I would never actually, like, I've never done it with anyone's name I know.
Oh,
I really don't know what he looks like now.
okay. Well, you do, because bitch, you all through his life.
No.
Bro,
They follow each other. They follow each other.
I said one like is one time, bitch. I started going through the pictures.
No, I know what Black Jesus looks like.
No,
five,
my name was on the like
7.
every time. I was like,
It's like when
Oh,
you
bitch, I
got
must have been
Obi.
like, wake up. No, so I'm thinking, like, I know what 24/7 looks like. I know what Black Jesus looks like. Even your ex, I mean, he don't have socials. I feel like I know what they look like.
okay. Well, we gonna talk. I'll show you after the and I'll show you all the pictures you like.
But do they follow each other?
Oh, I didn't even look that far. I saw enough likes, and I just was
You
like, let me
said
get off of here
that's
before I get
it,
mad.
But you know what though? When I'm on at like Instagram, because I don't really meet men there. If I see one that I would think I'd fuck, that's the only thing I'll do. I won't follow. I don't message.
You
But
just
you'll
That
you'll
sounds
spam.
probable, but
Spam like.
I really didn't know. I was just gonna say something about on the. Oh, let me tell you about the date, bitch.
Okay, you don't follow him.
So
But she went on a light. Maybe she was trying to get that attention. I don't know.
probably was. I didn't know it was him.
I went real quick and checked.
Oh,
they don't follow
send it
each
to me
other.
so I know what he looks like. So
Bitch,
I went on this date and I just showed y'all before we started. So matched with a guy who, again, I probably got 50 matches, but I just re-downloaded Hinge and he was the only one. Wrote back. Within 5 minutes, we got on the phone on Hinge, which I thought was cool.
You could do
Wait, you
that?
can
I
talk
didn't
on
even
the
know that
phone?
was a feature.
Yeah, and it has like
question.
questions you can ask in the middle, which I wasn't into, and neither was he. But he was like, "Yo, like, let's talk." So maybe he didn't think I was real because I don't do the verified on the apps because I don't want people to think it's really me. Because some niggas would be like, "What's good, Weezy?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know her."
Yeah.
So on the phone, we click. Next day, we go on a date.
What time, like what hour was this first conversation?
3 p.m.
Okay.
That's lovely.
He was like, "What are you up to on this Sunday?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just chilling, watching a movie." He was like, "Well, must not be that good. You're talking to me. Like, let's get on the phone." So we did, and I thought that was cool.
I like that.
So then we were like, "Fuck it. Let's not waste time. Let's have drinks tomorrow." Go to Soho House. I'm on the roof immediately. 10 seconds, I was like, whoa. Like when I saw him, he looked better than the pictures. He said I looked better than my pictures. And we're vibing. So hour goes by. In walks this dude named Abi. You know Abiola from OK Place.
Yes.
So I know this guy. He's with 2 girls and Abi's married there. It's a platonic thing with these women. And he's like, "What's up?" They start talking. They're both Nigerian. Boom, they're in their vibe.
Red flag.
One girl's from Paris. One girl's from Toronto. So the girls barely talk to him. I talked to maybe the one from Paris because I'm obsessed with it for a few minutes. We end up sitting with them for about an hour having drinks.
Mhm.
I didn't want to. I wish Abi recognized I was on a first date, but like it was very chill.
Yeah.
You know how Soho gets. You just sitting and whatever. So the end of the night comes. They want to go to Pergola. I'm like, no, we're going to kick it here. I thought it was very clear that we would still stay here. So everyone gets up to go hug goodbye. Abi goes to the bathroom. I hug the girl from Paris goodbye. I say, "Oh, I'll be there in 2 weeks. Let's get each other's Instagrams." The Toronto girl comes around to him, gives him a hug, and mentions, because he said, "Oh, I'll be in Toronto for Caravana," which is soon, like 2 weeks. So then the next girl's like, "You look like a model. Did anyone ever tell you look like a model?" And he's like, "No, I work in blah, blah, blah." I'm like, listening to this happen. She says, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, thank you for thinking I'm a model." And she makes a joke about managing him. And the hotter one, who's from Toronto, sorry if you're listening to the one in Paris, but goes, "Yeah, what's your Instagram?" And he's like, "I don't do social media." And then
No.
I don't know.
Asks for his number.
Bitch, I don't know who recommended it, but it was something about the old fashioned way. I got up, went to the bathroom. I was like, "Oh, I'm done." Right? Like, this is pissing me off.
Yeah.
So I come back. I'm like, "Oh, I already called my car." I'm like downstairs. He's waiting downstairs with me. He's like about to lean in and kiss me and is confused why the vibe is off. And I'm like, "You don't know what." So at this point, like the conversation is about to continue. It's like, "Can I drive you home?" Whatever. I'm like, fine, because now I need to know why the fuck you just did this shit. Bro, this is how manipulative men are.
Oh, no.
He's in the car like, you got her info. Like, I just thought it was just like exchange.
I'm not gonna fuck her.
I'm like,
I mean, she's bi, so maybe.
but like,
Okay, you can
it was
fuck
still
it,
super
whatever.
chill energy. It wasn't like, you could be a model.
Yeah.
I said, yo, if you were vibing so crazy, like, why you ain't get my homeboy's number, who you was talking to most of the time? Secondly, like, did you not think that's like not one part in your brain? He's like, this is what I'm so used to doing because I don't have social media. Like, it was clearly not my intent. Like, I'm interested in you. He's like, are you telling me this means we'll never go on a second date?
Yeah.
And he's like looking at me like,
Yeah.
bitch, are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm dead ass.
And I'm looking at him like,
Are you?
yeah. I was like, yo, it's not even a big deal. We don't even need to talk about it this long because like, I don't even know you like
Yeah,
that.
Right.
we
Like
just
I met
met.
you one time.
He's like, yeah, but
No
like this
love
is
lost.
bothering you. Like we could be messing up this connection. And I'm like, this is shit that you do though. So why would I
Right, so-
push the connection?
Yeah.
You're not trying to change a man from who he already is.
Here's why I feel worse. And I'm actually really embarrassed to say this to everyone listening, but this is what ends up happening. I wanted to get out the car. I lived close enough to where we were already done. I'm about to walk my dog. And he's like, I'll walk with you. Somehow this night still ended in a kiss. Because I think that's how attracted to each other we were. Then I go home and I felt like shit about the kiss because I'm like, why would I let this nigga kiss me? But then I get on the phone with Vinny, my best friend. He's also our tour manager the next day. And he's like, I cannot believe that bothered you. And I'm
What?
like, you can't believe that bothered me? And he like brought up the fact that maybe I don't have closure from my lying ass ex. I'm like, bro, years later, you don't think I have closure? You really think that was respectful? He's like, I'm just shocked you care that much. So once we started talking, he understood what I was saying. But like, I was like, am I the one who's tripping? Then I call every other nigga I know who's not gay and friendly. I talked to Andre and he's like, I'm trying to think of what I would say to turn a girl down. He's like, but what I know is I would be more comfortable with making her uncomfortable than you.
Exactly.
He's like, because maybe he felt uncomfortable to say no because he didn't ask her Instagram. He didn't ask her number. They were the ones doing it.
But even like a look at you or some acknowledgement of the fact that like we came here together.
We're on a first date.
This
Like,
is your
what the
first
fuck?
impression to me? So
I ain't gonna hold you. I've done this. I've exchanged contacts with other men when I'm there for another man. So I'm like listening to this, but I've done that because
did it feel
But did the
businessy?
guy
I'm
feel?
networking. I mean,
Did it feel businessy? That had no...
well, the only reason why I didn't feel businessy is because the conversations that were being had
Right.
were very much like podcast conversations. I was chilling with a whole bunch of niggas. They thought I was the coolest person ever. This nigga sees all his homies like me. I've exchanged contacts with the friends.
No.
Did the guy have an issue with that or no?
Oh, I don't know. He never checked me for it, but he still reaches out for me to come like around. So I don't know if it's an issue. The last time we were even together, he talked about how scared he was of me because he ain't ready for this.
Keep it that way. I was like, keep it that way.
He just ain't ready. But
I think
I
that's
mean,
dead ass inappropriate.
I think it's inappropriate too. And honestly, you would be going home alone. Like,
It feels very
no-
disrespectful.
So he hits me up yesterday. Says, I hope you had a great night. I said, didn't even answer. I said, LOL, yesterday wasn't weird. He's
I
like,
mean-
I'm going to call you tomorrow. He called me while I was sitting here. Like, what could you say to me?
to me, it's just one of those to where it's like, I don't know, maybe because I do have so many male platonic friends. And to me, if I'm out and about, like we were even talking about my studio, like, of course, I'm like, we're
Yeah.
having a varied conversation. And maybe
Yeah.
he's like, oh, well, I know some people. Regardless, when I meet people, there's just always ways for me
Yeah.
to make connections that don't always have to be sexual.
But the girl
and I
said
give my numbers out.
he was a model. Like the girl was clearly interested in him.
And wasn't with
Right?
Bobby, like, right? Like, he was just taking them to Soho because they're coming from out of town.
Right.
Like, so she can hit on another guy because she's with her homeboy.
She
And
was hitting on him.
Bro, I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you something. If I was fucking him, I would have slapped that hoe and lost my membership. Like, are you fucking crazy?
See, I'm very weird and crazy about boundaries. Like, even if I am
on
like,
a first date, does that person know that that is a boundary
but
for you?
that's
Do you know how
like,
stupid and embarrassed I feel now? Like, my homeboy watched that happen and he's looking at me like, what? And hitting me talking about, weren't you on a date? And I'm like,
yeah, I
am.
thought I was. Yeah, I thought I
I was so fucking embarrassed, Mandii.
But I think
and the
that's
fact
manners. Like, that's in front of your face. It'd be different if you walked out and no one saw him do this. And
in front of my face is apparently how he thinks it wasn't a big deal.
But also, like, aren't you supposed to be on your best behavior on your first date?
Thank
you.
Like, even if you really
Yeah.
are that type of dude that like
Right.
really does fuck around and does all types of
be
shit,
your representative.
act
self.
right your first time.
He was
your
like,
first
do you
time.
really think I'm going to go and like, there's like, no. And I was
Maybe.
like,
I don't
even
know
ask
what
me if
you're
I
gonna
trust you,
do.
'cause I don't know you.
Yeah.
Right. But like trust is earned, trust is built. How you gonna build trust?
Mandy's
I'm
like,
listening to
I
that.
don't debate this in the comments, and I can't wait because I really feel like most of them will be on my side. But I would
To
love
me,
to
the
know
date though turned casual. If for an hour on the date, we're also now speaking to one of your
No, we
homeboys.
just
There's two girls
paused
there.
it.
No.
We just paused
It was
it.
like it's just-
Casual now.
I apologized twice in the middle of it, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know why he's staying around. And I was joking. And now learned later, Abby was like, I didn't know it was a first date. I thought you went to go have drinks with someone you were with. It was
See,
very,
so I think there. To me, it was all just.
but it didn't turn casual though. Just because some other people joined the
Did you
table.
talk to the bitch from
They
Toronto
left
at all?
together. They went home
No.
together.
I didn't talk to the bitch from Toronto. A little bit, but like the majority of the conversation
Yeah.
was between
The parents.
me, him, and the dude. The girls
Oh.
were kind of just boring. No offense, but like they were probably really young, maybe 24, I would
Well, at
say.
this point, the horrible decision is first dates. Stay off of them. Don't go on them. They ruin it anyways.
I mean, yeah.
Goddamn,
first
all
date.
these niggas suck. Well, I want to get into the whole mail before we get out of here and get you guys to help us with some advice.
Okay.
Hey, y'all. So I've been dealing with this guy for a couple of years, about 5+. He has a job, but he is not where I would like him to be. We don't really go out or do things. Our work schedules are a little different. He gets off a little later in the day and I get off earlier in the day. Maybe that plays a part in not having time to go out, but it's starting to drain me. In the past, he has not been the perfect partner. He has done some things to make me rethink the relationship completely. I have seen some growth in him nowadays that I am proud of, but it may not be enough. Now it's weighing on me that I'm dealing with a guy who doesn't really take me anywhere or does anything with me and hasn't always treated me the best. I don't want to feel like I'm saying something to him because he doesn't have enough money, especially after him trying hard in other departments of the relationship. How do I say I'm tired of him being broke and not being able to do things that I want to do without sounding ungrateful for his growth? Like, I don't want to sound like a gold digger or materialistic. P.S. Also, I forgot to add, it's affecting my sex drive with him. It's harder for me to get aroused knowing that he can't do anything for me.
Yeah.
Am I wrong for feeling that way? I don't want to make it seem like I'm just in it for what I can get. But as we get older and I realize he's still not what I want him to be, it's harder for me to keep my attention here.
Break up with him.
It
Get rid
sounds
of
like
him.
there's so many red flags here.
Yeah. He wasn't the best partner. He's
Right.
broke. Come on.
Also,
I
there's so
would
many ways to go out and like not spend a lot
Yeah,
of money.
there
and,
is.
and
You
leave
can
the
go to-
house.
yeah.
You can have a
You could do
picnic.
galleries,
You can do
you
the
could
park.
do
Right.
art
You can
galleries.
do- there's-
I mean, I hate museums like that.
Me
but you
too,
could,
but
but like
something
if you're trying to be
Dude,
outside,
there's the
you
Book
just
of
wanna be
Hoes.
outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Happy hour. There's a lot of specials, especially depending where you live.
Right.
right.
You could go out. There's happy hour on food.
but he works
drink.
late, so maybe they can't do that.
But also, like,
Oh, the schedules also work.
It's
But you
affecting
know there are
drive-through
late
movie,
time
bro.
happy
Be
hours that I'm
creative.
sure they could
Yeah.
find.
I mean, or if he works late on maybe your days off, do a matinee movie.
I've
Yeah,
had workout dates,
You
bro.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can be creative. I think thoughtless men are a real issue.
Thought-
Yeah.
And when someone's thoughtless, and maybe I'm using the wrong word, but like,
Nope,
no,
that
that's
sounds
the
right.
perfect
That's the
word.
Okay.
perfect word.
that's it. Because broke isn't always it more than it's like, I'm not even considering doing
Yeah.
shit for you.
Well, it sounds
Yeah.
like he's doing the bare minimum.
The bare minimum.
Like, you could make a fucking lunch, pack a lunch at home and go sit in a park. That's quality time. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's quality time. The time that you're spending with this person, and it doesn't matter what the fuck you're doing. They're not going anywhere. And then, not to mention her sex drive. Like, she's not even attracted to him because he's not like
because he doesn't
thinking
doing
of her.
shit.
Yeah, what?
There-
Now, I went, what? You
There's
don't even
arousal
wanna fuck
in a man having some sort of
Yeah.
like ambition.
because we like,
Like,
providers. We like,
Ambition is sexy.
yeah, that's
Yes,
like you
but also
puffing
he's
your
not
chest.
even thinking
That's-
about her.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
come home after
That's
your late
it. You're
shift
not
with
even
like,
thinking
yeah,
about you.
you can pull a flower that you found on the side of the road.
Right.
I don't care what it is. Just show me you were thinking about
You could
me.
give me
Do
a piece
something
of
if
gum
you're
on
that
the
broke.
way home,
Girl,
Right.
now you tripping. But
It's something little.
Wait,
I
you
was
said flowers off the side of the road?
She said
No,
that. I
flowers
said
off
a
the side
piece
of
of
the road, I'm
gum.
saying.
Oh no, I thought you meant picking the flowers off the
That's
side.
what I did.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I meant.
oh,
Girl.
Are you
no.
talking about the guys that
See, in this
drive
little
by?
line-
That's what she
You
thinking
think
about.
about
She thinking
LA.
about still the roses.
I was very
still.
much thinking about LA right off that motherfucking highway.
That's fine too. What is
Hello?
that? $2?
You know,
Oh,
I
no,
was just
girl.
thinking,
A
it's
bouquet
not
is
the
way
best
more than
date I've
$2.
ever been on,
Just one
but the
singular
richest
flower.
man I'd ever been with, my best date with him was the cheapest. And we laughed
Yeah.
about it. It was at a park. And I remember with the lunch, he was like, oh, I haven't been to Central Park before. He doesn't live in the country. And I was like, all right, cool, let's go. When we got there, it was like he made of lunch with these Walgreens, like the snacks that he
Yeah.
just had to
I
grab.
love it.
I was like, this is so funny and cute. He had to
Because
buy
he
a
tried.
sheet. But like, super rich. And like, if your driver took you to Central Park in the Maybach and you did this, that really got me.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's a world where if a broke dude did that, we wouldn't acknowledge it. It's
I mean,
a nice
one of my favorite things that I used to do with my ex that now I like do on my own is do the scooters around Central Park. It's $20 an hour. So even for two people, it's less than $100. And you get to...
It's fun.
It's so much fun. You take the scooters, you stop in places, you sit and talk.
Look,
less than $100.
I love a walk. Walking down the West Mile Highway, get an ice cream, chat. You're spending time together.
Thinking about the ice cream date thing that went viral.
There was women apparently don't want to go on ice cream dates now.
I'll go on an ice cream date.
I want to walk and have
but I
was about to say it got to be dairy free because bitch. Then I'm
sorbet for sure. Sorbet for sure. I literally just saw I was like sorbet only in my head, but I was like, I don't know.
I'm gonna definitely do gelato. Word to Ariana Grande. So I said this to Wolf earlier. Now I would do an ice cream date, but there was a dude I matched with on Hinge that I was talking to, and he understood what I meant by this. And I appreciate that because to me, I was wanting a man to validate this because I felt a little bougie. So the guy hits me on Hinge. We're talking for a few days, wants to go on a date, sends me a spot. And it was a taco place. And when I looked it up, it had the plastic seats.
Oh.
And I was like, LOL, I'm not trying to sit in no parking lot outside. Like, is there another place? Then he went on this whole, the niggas love to do that. I was going to take you to the speakeasy after this, but this is what I wanted to eat. I don't want to sit on plastic chairs outside. I don't know you, bro. I want to be inside. I need some air conditioning.
AC
why are we at an outdoor truck? It's not like it's a food festival thing.
Right, yeah.
We are really at the side of the road and you want me to meet you?
For the first date, you really do need to pull all the bells and whistles. Like, not all of the bells and whistles, but like, I think be thoughtful of this other person, of the girl who's
the first one. You should bring your A game.
Yeah, like we need
now.
AC.
I like you, and then we can go do
Like then we can go to the hole in the wall. Like
you got to really once you fuck with someone, it's great to do the shit.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
But you want me out here sweating in the parking lot like you said, like to begin with? I'm not doing that.
It is a truck. And then when I think I might have said like, you want me to meet you at a food truck? He's like, oh, they have seating, LOL. And then when I saw
no LOL,
not this.
No.
Like there's nothing funny about
this. The classroom.
What about a bathroom?
Yeah.
What about a bathroom?
Yeah.
What about?
But I think the sugar coating on that is that he doesn't think of her and he's broke and he's not trying to think of her
and we love
and he fucked up in the past and
we love effort. Well, ladies, thank y'all so much for joining us here on Whoreible Decisions. Let all of our listeners know where they can follow you and listen to y'all. And watch y'all.
We are on Instagram at Codependents. COD.
Oh Lord Jesus!
It's with a T. I think people think it's like a
be
C.
in the description of this episode.
Okay. Codependents _ on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. Yeah. All right.
I love that. Well, ladies, thank you. And y'all know we are on tour, hun. So make sure you go on over to whorehive.com. We are hitting the West Coast and we are super excited. Y'all, we are hitting Seattle, we are hitting LA, we are hitting the Bay, and we are hitting Phoenix. So we are looking forward to that. So make sure you go on over to whorehive.com and also support us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Whoreible Decisions for bonus content.
Y'all should join us on there on our town hall. You'll have fun.
We will.
It's a really good
to
time.
do that.
We do it. So our patrons, the ones that pay 15 and up, they basically pay. It's like a live Zoom. We do an episode, but like people jump in with their questions.
Yeah.
It's mad fun.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Yeah.
We were just talking about doing like a Codependents After Dark type of situation.
Period.
Too. So
it's great.
Not you need after dark.
Hey. Well, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to yet another episode of Whoreible Decisions.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye.